It is never good when you're dealing with an urgent situation with medical care, but there is some good to be had. Recently, it's been said that there's a new urgent care center opening at Henry Mayo Newhall Hospital. And with me today, I have Bud Lawrence, who's here from the Henry Mayo Urgent Care Center. Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm doing very well. Thank you so much for having me today.
Okay, so I've said before to my kids, do not get sick, out of business hours, because there's nothing that I can do for you. You just got to wait until the next day. And with everyone having access to medical care now is a wonderful thing, but gosh, doctors and hospital impacted so much because of this. And tell me a little bit about this new urgent care center that's opening at Henry Mayo.
Well, we are opening a brand new urgent care center at Henry Mayo. It's actually on campus. It's right in the very front of campus, right where Old Orchard dead ends into McBean, so right where you'd enter into the hospital. And we have a very nice facility with 7 rooms to see patients. And the goal really is to service the community and to allow for a high level of care to provide to patients in those hours when your doctor's office may be full or maybe they're closed. And it really should give the people of Santa Clarita a great place to go.
That's wonderful, because sometimes when you're not well and the doctor's not available, or really it's not something you have to go to the ER for, it's good to know that we have an urgent care. So services for children and adults 7 days a week, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. and no appointments needed, correct?
No appointments. All you got to do is show up. And if you show up, we will greet you when you come in. We have an electronic check-in process. So instead of filling out any papers,
right,
we'll actually hand you an iPad where you can put in your information. We'll bring you right back in. And our goal, one of the things that we really want to, other than just providing a really high level of service and care, we want to have very low wait times. So we want you to be able to show up there.
We do too, Bud.
Yeah, I know. I think that's a global concern for all patients.
We do too.
We don't want to make you sit around. So we want to be able to get you in right away, get you to see a provider so that you can see that doctor, get the care that you need, and get back out and get on your way, get home, get back to sleep, whatever you need to do.
I love that. And so now the Henry Mayo Urgent Care Center that will be opening has everything from x-rays, blood tests, splints. You can treat lacerations, skin conditions, fevers. And I mean, the idea that you're there, first of all, is a huge, it puts my mind at rest, because now it's the kind of thing that if someone needs those issues, you're not jamming up the emergency room either for things that might be bigger that need to be dealt with.
This is a good point. And I've really tried to take a great deal of care when developing this urgent care to really provide really high-level items that we can offer our patients. We have digital x-ray that'll be read real-time by radiologists in our urgent care. We've got a myriad of point-of-care lab tests that will come back right away, so we can get our results to the patients right away and be able to make decisions about their care and treat them. And like you said, we'll be able to see kids, adults, and everything in between.
And the idea that if they're there at the urgent care and you discover something on one of these tests or x-rays, you're right on the campus. You can then send your patient somewhere else to be dealt with at a different level.
This is the beautiful thing about where we are. We are literally a stone's throw away from Henry Mayo Emergency Department, which is a trauma center, a stroke center, a heart attack center. It's an emergency department approved for pediatrics. It has absolutely everything that you would need. So if for some reason you came into the urgent care and it turned out your problem was bigger than you thought it was, we can get you directly over to that emergency room for the further care you might need. And we also have access to all the specialists in the Santa Clarita Valley that we can refer to appropriately as well.
So this is something that's opening this spring for the families in Santa Clarita?
It is. We're shooting for mid to late April. We're hoping to be open on April 19th. We may have some construction delays. That's always a possibility, but
for any project, someone who puts tile in their bathroom at their house can tell you that.
You know how this goes. So, and that's kind of what we've run into so far. But really, at this point, we've been able to hone it down to April 19th as our open date, and we're so excited to be providing these services to the people of our community, because I live here. I'm a member of this community as well.
Well, we talked about this. You actually have family going to school. I've interviewed members of your family before. How long have you been in Santa Clarita?
We've been in Santa Clarita for about 15 years now, and I've actually been working at Henry Mayo. I'm actually an emergency room physician. I work in the emergency department almost every day, it seems like, for the past 13 years, and I'm also the physician IT champion for the hospital, one of the physician IT champions, so very involved in the hospital. I'm on the medical executive committee, so I do a lot of projects with the hospital as well.
So you've seen it grow, you've seen it change, you see the future, you see how
yes.
things are building and growing over there.
Oh, yes. The change is happening now, and it has been happening, and it is magical, and the hospital is in such an amazing place. This is really, truly becoming a center of excellence, and I'm so excited to just be a part of it.
I'm so grateful you came by today. Bud Lawrence, again, this is about we're talking about the new urgent care center opening at Henry Mayo. This is something that families have needed, and it's a wonderful addition to the Henry Mayo New Hall Memorial Hospital. This will be an urgent care center conveniently located right on the hospital campus, offering services for children and adults 7 days a week from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. No banker's hours there. This is a wonderful thing with everything from x-rays, blood tests, splints, treating lacerations, skins. It's one-stop shopping, and then if you need more, it's right there. So thank you for stopping by. If you'd like to learn more, you can call them at 661-200-2500. Again, that's 661-200-2500. Sir, thank you so much for stopping by, and you'll give us an update on when this is all taking place, when it actually gets to happen. But spring, we're here, and it'll be here in the blink of an eye.
Seems like any moment. It's my pleasure to be here today, and I look forward to helping the patients in Santa Clarita.
Awesome.